Stream record, there it is, okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, you understand me? This is International Red's Fashion Experience. And you see the title of the show right there is Checking People. I'm gonna let that go now so we can get rolling. Anyway, the reason why I named this show today is Checking People because a lot of times you have people disrespect you. If you let them do it over a long period of time, there's no use of checking them because you let it go too far, and that's the way they're going to be, and they're not going to treat you no other way because they totally lost respect for you because you let it come to that conclusion when you should have checked them a long time ago. In order to get people to respect you, when they disrespect you, is to check them. You check them immediately when they do it, and if they don't apologize and they just start treating you better, that's good. That's the same thing as apology. Because it's not the words of apology that count. It's the way they treat you that counts, treat you with respect. So if they treat you with respect when you check them, they're going to know, you understand what I'm saying, if they want to be around you or they want you to be a part of their life. If they don't care about you being a part of their life, then they're going to keep doing it and they're going to do what they do. That's up to you to eliminate them out your life. Because you have to realize this, you have to say to yourself that these people are disrespecting me, they're talking about you behind your back, talking about you in a negative way, never complimentary, telling you about people that don't like you because you this, you that, warning you against what they'll do to you and yours, just totally disrespectful. And this person knows that they're disrespecting them, and they continuously associate and don't check these people about it. Well, it's not going to stop. And they're scared to lose these people in their life, any kind of way they're in their life. They'd rather have them that way than not at all. And that's a sorry way to be because your confidence, your self-esteem, you're lonely, and it's a lot of reasons why you're hanging on to them. But it's no good reasons. The reasons you're hanging on to them is not a good reason. The reason is not good. And by the reason not being good, it determines that you're not, standing up, for yourself, and you have to do that to anybody. I don't care who it is. I had to do it to my sister. I had to do it to my friends. You have to do it to a lot of people because if you don't, they will continuously do what they do, and sometimes it comes to the point where you have to just let them go. Let them go, man, because you live in your life and you live your life for you and you alone. And anybody in your life that's not making you happy, and when you check them, they still don't get right, then you got to let them go. But you check them first before you let them go because maybe they need to know what they're doing wrong and let them know you're worthy of being respected. Sometimes they're going to feel like you're not worthy of being respected, and they're doing it because they can and get away with it, and that's the hate that they have. But they want to be around you, but they want to hate on you. Then you have to let them know and let them go. If you let them go and they still don't act right, then you have to let them go. But you have to check them, And that's something that you have to do because a lot of times people, I'm talking about sometimes people from the jump you have to check. You may not even know these people. And they come at you talking some kind of talk and disrespecting you and saying things that really don't make no sense, really ain't right, You understand? And they coming to you with something that ain't really important. You know what I mean? But they come at you with it, you understand? Because, they trying to impress you or whatever it is. You say you don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Or they count you out your name or something, Like a cat the other day was telling me. He said, you're either a millionaire or you're a pimp. And I said, no, I'm a square. And left it at that. I didn't answer to the man one way or the other. I didn't have no explanation. I have nothing to say. Because both of the things he was telling me were not true. So therefore, I didn't want to acknowledge nothing. I don't want to say nothing. I didn't speak on it. I just told him what I was and let it go. If it came any further, then I would have to check him. But it didn't go no further because when I said that, he just went on. But the point is you got to get your respect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you're doing things back in the day, like if you were drinking or you were doing certain things and you were out of pocket, which you did, whether you weren't worthy to get respect, so therefore people by the clown you did what they did at that time. But when you change up and you better up and you level up and everything else, and you're doing things, in a tremendous way. You know what I mean? You're being a positive influence, and these people don't want to see. They want to see you like you used to be, not like you are. And people have a tendency to do that. I had a friend that seen this one guy that's just doing as great as he could be, man. And this guy wants to look back 40 years ago when this man was drunk and on the ground. And that's the same way a guy wanted to look at me like that, which is about the same at the time. The thing about it is, when you look at the worst in a guy and not the best, you're not doing too good yourself. See, and the people that do this are the people that are not in recovery. They not had a second chance at a first-class life. They don't understand none of that. And when they don't understand none of that, they don't be happy in life. Because they haven't elevated. They haven't got to the next level. So they still stuck in the past. So you don't explain yourself to them. You just get away from them the minute they start talking negative. You check them and keep on going. You have to check people when they're not giving you your props, when they disrespect you. A lot of different things they do, you know what I mean? You're looking good and they're going to say something bad about it, And here they are looking tore up from the floor up. But that's how they justify how they look, by saying something bad about you. Because they don't want to pay a compliment because they have too much hate. See, so that's what they do. So you check them because they'll look at different things about you. Nobody's perfect, right? But they'll talk about that one thing that you may not be perfect at. You might have a cane, and you might walk with a limp. And here they are, they walk straight. But anything else, they don't want to say you look good or you dress nice or this and that. They're going to pick out whatever's wrong with you and emphasize on that. That's a hate move, see? So you leave the people alone, you keep going, and if they try to talk to you, and elaborate on something negative, you check them. That's when you have to check them, you understand? Because they're taking it too far, and you let them know you don't want to talk to them. Man, let it go. I don't say nothing to you. I ain't, and that's what you have to do. And they will understand that you don't want to speak to them. They'll get mad and want to start a fight because that's what they want to do. Because they really feel bad themselves. They're not happy themselves. So they want to mess up your happiness, have you get in trouble, go to jail. They want to mess you over. They don't care about messing themselves over because they don't value themselves no way. See, they don't value themselves no way. So when they get in trouble, it's like if they bring you down with them, they feel good because they accomplished what they wanted to do. It sounds silly and crazy, but they don't think much of themselves. So therefore, that's why you avoid even having any confrontation with those kind of people. You check them and keep going. You don't get caught up in their drama because they will do things to cause you to fight or get in trouble or hurt you. So these are things they want to do. They don't mind going to jail for that. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's how much hate they got in themselves that they don't mind that. Because they don't think much of themselves and they feel better if they bring you down. Because everybody looks up to you. So they can say, oh yeah, I brought him down. I did this and that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's how they think. They don't think no further than that because their mind is messed up. They're already miserable, right? So more misery to them ain't nothing. Because they don't have nothing of value to hold on to. So that's why you got to watch people like that. Stay away from them because they'll put you in a hell of a cross. And there's many brothers in the penitentiary for messing with the wrong people when they were out on the street. Didn't know them, and it cost them their life many years in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because they were around the wrong people. That's why some people say life is complicated. No, life is complicated when you don't know better. And sometimes you make it through it without getting crossed up. But any one of us could have got crossed up when we were young and we were learning different things. Like nowadays, like I said before, when I was coming up, we got a warning. We got a year for this, 6 months for this. They didn't just stretch you out like they do now. Now you make the mistake that you make with the wrong people or doing the wrong thing. It's detrimental. It can cost you 30, 40, 50 years out of your life. And that's your whole life because you can't get over that because you're missing out on life. Between 30 and 50 years, your life's over. You get out, you got 10 years left, 20 years left to live, or even 30 years. But look how much time you spend inside. You can't never make that up, because you got to readjust. You know what I'm saying? And you got, it just ain't good to even have to do that because you may not make it through the 30 years that you spend locked up because you're in there in a bunch of madness around a lot of haters. It's hard. You got to discipline yourself when you're in the joint to be positive because you're in a cesspool full of haters. It's not like you're on the street, you can go where you want to go and do what you do. When I was in the joint, I stayed in my cell, went out to eat, stayed in the cell, read good books, saturated my mind with PMA. I had to discipline myself to do this, man, 10 miles a day. I did all the good things I did and stayed away from suckers and fools. I stayed away from them. I did that intentionally. That was part of my discipline. So when I got out successfully winning, you understand? I stayed out 10 years on the run. And then I stayed out, and then they gave me the year when I called. I had to damn near turn myself in because I started using my name again. I was tired of running and all that. Got that out the way that year. Now I've been out 30 years after that. You understand? It's like, man, I wasn't really doing nothing really wrong. Like when I was playing for my money at the time. It wasn't no crime doing what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to worry, you understand me, because I wasn't going to get no real serious time. But the thing about it is that you have to understand that when you do things that are detrimental to you and yours, you know what I'm saying? When you're young, you don't realize what you're doing, You know what I mean? And that's why I'm so glad that all that's behind me and I made it through it. Because all that addiction and all that disease and all that, it messed me up, but then I made it through it. But I learned by it, you understand me? By going to the joint and every time, that's what saved me. Going to the joint saved me because I did 2 years here and 3 years there. And that saved me and brought me to the, where I got real sharp because I studied and did what I was supposed to do with the school. I did the right things. I didn't hang around criminals and dudes talking out of sharpen their crime. I knew what I had to do, you understand me? And I did it, and I was fortunate because, I had it going on when I went the first time, you know what I mean? I had a baby and a woman and wife, and I had things, to look forward to. I had, so it was easier for me because I wasn't going through it alone. And then the next time when I had a woman and she had left me, well, I was in there during the time, but it was okay because I had already knew what I was doing, and I got right back at to the drawing board. And this time I was determined to stay sober, stay clean, and do the long haul. Not get crossed up. But then I got to drinking again, and when I went back that time in '96, I got to drinking again. Messing with Sharon, the woman I was with. You know what I mean? And I wasn't on the right track. So quite naturally, I fell off. That was another time to be rescued. And then when I got out at that time, I've been clean ever since. When I got straight after that, I got clean ever since. You understand? Because it was like I had to do what was right, man. And then I got back on the good foot. You know what I mean? Because I know I had to do what was right. You know what I'm saying? You have to live your best life, man. And your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. That's the main thing you have to do is be healthy and wealthy. Because health and wealth is your blessing. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta limit who you be around. You gotta watch haters. People are gonna hate. They're gonna, try to interfere with you. And, you know what I mean? You gotta deal with it when you're out, a boisterous and outrageous guy that dresses like I do, my best, and not worry about what people think. Most people, the reason why they don't do it, they worry about what people think. They say, "Oh, I can't be." They don't want to be out. They don't want to stand out the crowd. No. That's what I do, stand out the crowd. That's what I do. I be my best, because I know I'm blessed. And that's what I do. A lot of people can't do that. They don't know how to deal with the situation. But I've been dealing with it, and haters, I've been dealing with haters, you understand? I've been dealing with the whole situation, you know what I mean, for years. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to keep being better and better each and every day, in each and every way, you understand? Me and my queen, you understand? We're going to do it like that, because that's what we do. And I don't worry about what the other people think because they're going to hate anyway because they can't. They're going to hate you when you're great. When you're great, they hate. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? The better I look at me and my woman look, the more people are going to hate. So it's okay, though, because you got a lot of people that like what we do and they congratulate us. So that's what counts, you understand me? The ones that's got good sense and appreciate what we do because we're setting an example and being an example, you understand me, to people, black people in a positive way. You know, being an example, you know, modern day example. Because since the 70s and the 60s, people do not dress every day. Since back in the day when we did it then. So after our era is gone. So we holding it on. We holding it down. That's why I dress as I'm blessed and matches with hard task. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. You understand me? That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, that we do this for the right reason. You know, not just to be doing something, you understand me? Because, you know me, just to be doing it. I do it because I feel good doing it. Like I get dressed, it takes me hours to get dressed, but it's worth every minute. You know what I'm saying? Because the end result, you understand what I'm saying? You feel like Tony the Tiger, you feel great. And when you feel great, you look great, you do great, and everything is great. You know what I'm talking about? And you be happy and you go do what you do. If you're not doing nothing but going to the store, you go to the store, you understand me, like you going to a red carpet event. And you feel just that good, you understand me, because that's just the way it is. That's why I try to be better and better each and every day, each and every way. As far as dressing with a blessing, you know, dressed up because I'm blessed up, you know. I told a lady that this morning. The lady asked me, well, where you going? What you doing? You look so good. Well, you know, why you dressed? Where you know? I said, I'm dressed up because I'm blessed up, or some way like that. I put it out there to let the lady know that, hey, I'm dressing for a blessing, you know. And that's the way it is. And I ain't got no say so, no. I ain't upset about it, man. Okay, I got time. But the point I'm making is, man, you got to realize one thing. You got to realize one thing, man. As long as you feel good, what you do for you. And when you got to check people, don't feel bad about it, because people will call you out your name. You know, call you a dope dealer or something disrespectful to you. Because I'm not a dope dealer, never sold dope and never will. And I take that as an insult. You understand me? Because ain't nothing slick about selling drugs. These people nowadays think that's something to look up to. But it's not. Selling drugs is not nothing to look up to. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to look up to, man. That's bad. Being a pimp and a drug dealer is no good. You understand? Being a square, being a successful square is where it's at. Do what's right, man. Don't do nothing wrong. People say, man, how can you say? I know that. I tell you this from experience. The mistakes I made led me to this conclusion, that you want to be a successful square. You're going to have a better life, a blessed life, and a good life. It's not going to be boring. It's not going to be boring. People think square is boring. No, square is not boring. I'm a square. You see, I dress, and I'm blessed. I look like I'm slick, but I'm square. See, that's the key. When you got confidence and you know how to be square, you don't have to prove to be hip. You ain't got to go out there robbing and stealing and talking crazy to people and disrespecting women, cussing and all. You ain't got to do that because you look like a type person that'd be like that you see on TV, that they call a pimp. No. That's that superficial thing. That's that stereotype. See, people want to put you in a stereotype, but it's up to you not to fall into the stereotype situation. You don't do that. You don't fall into a stereotype situation. You know, you don't do that. You don't be in a stereotypical situation. You try to be strong. You try to stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? And you try to be on point. You know, that's one of the things you do. You stay on the right page, you know. And the way you do that is treat people like you want to be treated, respect people. You know, you do for them like you want to be treated. Like when I was sick, and the people that came by in the hospital and things were the people I wouldn't expect to do that, but that meant a lot at the time. You know, and it meant something because, you know, the people I went to go see them when they were in the hospital, they wouldn't come to see me, and that's good. And speaking of hospital, the dude I'm mentoring, Fast Black, you know what I mean? He had broke his leg and his shoulder riding one of them scooters, and I went to see him yesterday at the hospital. You know, I went to see him. He really appreciated it. I'm gonna come back next week to see him and have some goodies, you know, and things for him. You know, that's the right way to be. You know, you do that. You bless people. You do things for them, whether they do it back to you or not. You do it. You understand me? And the karma thing, your karma thing will be filled, and you'll have good things come back to you like that. Like if something like that happened to you, people will come see you. It'll happen because you did good things to people, even if it's not the same people. If it is or if it isn't, don't worry about that. Other people, somebody good will come to your life. Good things happen for you in your life. As long as you keep doing good things, going to see people when they, you know, like I'm going to see Silky in April. I'm not going to LA. LA is out. I'm not going there. I may not even go to LA when I go to my sister's in Thanksgiving. I don't think I'm gonna go there either. Matter of fact, I know I'm not. I'm not going to LA. When I go to LA, I don't know when it'll be. I'm not going to LA no more. LA is out because I get things online now. I get a better deal. I get what I want. You know what I mean? The color and all that, it comes right there, and you can get it. It's just everything is on hit, and it's cheaper and it's more reasonable, and it comes right to your door. You ain't got to worry about going nowhere looking for it. You know, like Vegas and LA, going to get things there. I used to do that. I always go to LA or Vegas to get something. Not now. That's why I said I don't need to go to none of them places. Spending money to go there, you understand me, for what? Not no more. That's over and done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. You know, and I'll pay the Amazon Prime the price so I can get things without paying that extra money. Because they seem to want to charge you $10 and $20 when you don't have the Amazon Prime, so I got to have it. Yeah, I got to have it. I'm going to make sure to have it, you understand me, to keep everything together. Because I'm, you know, like I said, I'm going to be buying online and sharpening my tools every day. Like I said, I'm going to be doing it all the time. Being better each and every day, each and every way. Me and my queen going to be doing it the best of our ability, you understand, you know. Not missing a beat, no way, being complete, going to dances, going to birthday parties, going to, you know, just living life fully. Going to Ohio in August, you know, then the next year going to Hawaii, you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, things like that, you know what I mean? Taking care of business. Doing what you have to do, man. You know, being the best you can be. Live your life, man. Don't worry about people getting in your way or bothering you. Just put them in check, man. If you have to check them, put them in check and keep on doing your thing. You know, put them in check because you have to do that so they don't disrespect. You put them in check so they don't disrespect. Because that's what you don't need. You don't need nobody coming to you in a disrespectful fashion. You do not need that. Disrespectful people that disrespect you, come at you, you know, the wrong way. That's not good. You know. You don't need people doing you like that. You understand? You got to check them, and if they don't act right, just leave them alone. It's better to be without people in your life or without friends, people that you don't need to interrupt and you know, stealing your joy. You don't need them, man. You get away from them. You don't need them in your life, man. You know what I'm saying? When you didn't know no better than you did what you did because you didn't know no better. But the sharper you get, the sharper you are. And they're not getting those sharper, so they're going to be the same. And they thinking the same, but you know better, so you do better. And you're going to have to do better than them, so you're going to have to stay away from them because they're going to be hating. because nobody wants to see you do better than them when you were with them, when you were on the same page with them, but then you outpassed them and do much better than them. They don't want to see you do that. They want to keep you in the same situation. It's like, for instance, if you was big and you lost weight, they don't want to see that, and they still big. You know what I mean? They don't want you. They want you to be with them big. As soon as you get small, you getting all kind of action and attention from men. You know what I mean? Or if you're a man, you're getting all kind of action from women. And the guys that your partners that were big with you, they don't want to see that. They hating. They gonna hate. You know what I mean? They gonna say different derogatory things to you because they you know what I mean? They still got that animosity and hate because they feel bad because they couldn't do it, but you did it. You know what I mean? So you got to get away from them and get around skinny people because you're one of them now. You're not one of those guys no more. You're one of them. That's the same thing when you're an alcoholic and you drink it, and these guys are still drinking. You got to get around the people that are clean and sober, that are doing positive things, because you can't be around the ones that are doing negative, because they're gonna hate on you. They're gonna say negative things. You're going to have to be checking them all the time. So the best thing you can do is get away from them, because they still have a low self-esteem. They don't feel positive, and that's why they still got that in them. You elevated, you graduated, you got better in life. You're doing it better. You're doing better, you're looking better, and everything is going great for you. But it's not for them. So that's why you have to realize, you understand me, that you have to shake them and let them go, because they're not gonna never be on your page. When you were at where you were at is all right, but you on another page. You're not drinking no more. You understand me? You're eating healthy. You know what I mean? You're thinking positive. You're growing. You know what I mean? You're a square now. You're not doing nothing, getting high, or anything. Being around them, they're gonna try to cross you back up into drinking. You know, you can't be around those people. You got friends that might have not drank because they chose not to drink, but they were around you and you were drinking, and they want to see you drinking too. You got to watch them. You can't be around them that much, because all they want to do is hate on you. They're going to hate the same way. So you got to watch yourself when you're around them. If you do choose to be around them occasionally, you be watching yourself, because they land across you. They still trying to cross you up. You know, just like the brother said, he wasn't trying to say nothing to the woman to put me out there, and I wasn't had nothing to do with it, but the woman read him, and she knew he was trying to do that. You know, he was trying to bring that out. Yeah, she cut him off because she knew what he was going to say. He said he wasn't going to say it, but no, he was. He just changed it up when she see she wasn't going for it. See, that's how you know it's hate. And people know him, and these people, none of them like him. So what does that tell you? He's doing this a lot. You talking to somebody's woman. Why do you say anything to the woman? Let alone the wrong thing. Why do you say anything? That's why I got to believe the people that said it, not you, because you changed it to make yourself look good, because you knew you were wrong. Because why did you say anything to the woman? Why would you even say, how is he acting? Don't say nothing. Just say, hi, how you doing? I'll tell such and such I seen you. And that's it. You ain't got to be all in the man's business. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. Like with me. When the same thing when you seen my lady. Yeah, they said this and said that. You didn't have to say that. You know, mind your own business. And that's the reason why you're not going to never get no one. Because you don't act right toward other people that have somebody. You got to respect them and say to yourself, oh yeah, that's what I need. I need me a good woman like that, whatever. The actions of the woman, not what she got. The first thing come out your mouth is you want a woman that's got it going on, a woman that has everything. But you don't have nothing. How you going to have someone have it going on and you don't have it going on? You understand? You can't get no more than what you got. You can't have no more, and you can't be no more than who you are and what you are, and you can't get no more than that. That's what you're going to get, and that's what you're going to be. So you got to face reality. Don't be in a dreamland talking about you want this and you want that, and you're not ready to receive it. Believe that. International Red, for the record, this is the International Red Fashion Experience, and I will let you go now. So be good and have a great